You're listening to 94XO. All right, 94XO podcast. This is Moni XO. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at Moni XO, MONNEXO. I have Miss Arica Avery in the building.
Whoop, whoop.
What's up, girl?
What's up?
Nothing. So you have a documentary coming out soon. First, let's talk about your business, and it's called Beam Photos and Production. So how did you get started with that?
Okay, so I got started with it because I wanted to create opportunity for young people to create and to just get their voices out there in the world.
And when did you start this? So this is, I'm assuming, your passion to do. Right. So when did you come up with this idea to do this?
It started in 2012, actually. So right after I graduated college, I've always been into photography, so I figured I would take what I've learned there and take my passion and make something of it. So it just started off as photography at first, then it grew into videography, documentaries, just capturing memories of different life events.
Okay. And so how many documentaries have you done so far?
This is actually my first one.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and go more in depth with it. It's called The Story of 12 O'Clock Boyz.
That's right.
And what made you want to go ahead and focus on a Little League, like Super Bowl? Was that football, right?
Yes,
yeah, I'm so bad with sports.
Me as well, so that's a funny story. I don't know anything about football, but I was approached by the head coach, and he was like, well, my boys, they've been winning, they've made it through so much adversity, and I just want to create something for them so they can show how far that they've come throughout the season. So they got my wheels turning, like, okay, that's pretty cool, I can do that. And he just started throwing these different ideas. So after that, we met, and it grew from there.
Okay. And so what challenges have you faced? Because I know, like you just said, like, you don't know that much about sports. So what, like, your experiences going to the games and things, like, what did you go through? Were you confused?
Yes. I was confused on the plays, like, okay, what's going on now? Are we in timeout? Was that a good play? Was that a bad play? So I just kept, I had to keep the cameras rolling because you never know what was going to happen. And, yeah, that was, like, one of my major challenges, and getting the kids to be authentic, because once they see that camera come on, they're like, oh,
I got to look
she's watching
good.
us.
Yeah.
She's watching us, versus them just, bonding, doing things that boys do,
And what's the age range for the boys?
They were little boys, so it was 7 to 9.
Okay, so that's going to be an interesting documentary, just to kind of see how they act. Because the difference between, like, how adults act with, like, we kind of know what we're supposed to do, but, like, little kids, all over the place. Oh, okay. That's exciting.
And it was really cute watching them and their little football stuff, because they are small, but those little boys, they have heart, and it was raining, snowing. They're out there going hard. Things that I wouldn't have done at that age, just because, you're little.
Yeah.
So you really haven't even gotten into, like, knowing who you are, really, but they've put in that blood, sweat, and tears, and they've actually created a brotherhood. So I thought that was very inspiring.
So where do you see your business going after this documentary? Like, what is your goal after releasing this? Where are you trying to be with it? Like, are you trying to, I'm so bad with, like, awards and stuff, but like, you're trying to, was it the Golden Glove Award or something? I'm just talking, but, like, where are you trying to be with this documentary? Because I know you're going to release it on YouTube.
Yes, I am.
Do you want to release it anywhere else, or, like, in the future, or do you have goals of going forward to release your documentaries on other platforms?
Yes, that is the ultimate goal, to release it on other platforms. And who knows, after some feedback, once I release it, I may enter it into some of the St. Louis film festivals, because we have so many of them.
Yeah.
And whether it's the independent one or somewhere else, who knows?
This is actually interesting for me because, like, I don't know anything about this. It's funny because, like, we're in TV. We do TV things together. But actually creating, like, a documentary from scratch, I don't know anything about that. So this is actually fun for me. But talk about, like, with you creating the documentary from scratch, like, how was that process for you, and how long did it take?
I have over 60 hours of footage.
Jesus.
So, yes, and football is long.
Jesus.
So they go from it being hot outside to cold to snow, rainy, and I was out there the majority of the time. But my equipment is not waterproof, so I had to keep that in mind, too.
Yeah.
So I had to come up with a plan, and that was before we start doing any footage or any shooting. What are we portraying? What are we trying to do? Like, what's the underlying storyline? Are you trying to just showcase them playing football, or you want to showcase their growth throughout the season, or you want to showcase how their parents support them, or the bond between the coaches and the players? It was different type of avenues that we could have taken with this.
Yeah.
So once that me and the coach was able to sit down and actually come up with a vision for it, it went from there. We created a storyboard. Then from that point on, I began shooting, following them throughout their season and the postseason, and also when they have those little bonding moments, whether it's like at Chuck E. Cheese or a field day or Halloween
So
games.
you got all of that footage too?
No, that footage was sent to me.
I was like, Chuck E. Cheese, girl.
No, I don't have any children, so Chuck E. Cheese is a different monster for me. I'll just say that much.
So how is your relationship with the coaches and with the kids while you were filming this? Because I know, like, on camera, off camera could be two completely different things.
Right. With the kids, it did take a while for them to warm up to me just shooting them. Because, like I said, they...
Are you kid-friendly?
Of course I am. Doesn't your kid love me? Kids love me. So it was just about getting them to trust me. Like, it's okay you being you. If you want to tussle around with your brother, tussle around. I'm not going to be that adult to say, no playing, kids. They're on the football field. So once they were able to trust me, like, okay, just like, let me be a fly on the wall. And when it was time to interview them, it was definitely interesting because I felt that they did better when they were interviewing each other versus me asking them questions.
Yeah, they probably got nervous. But
They did.
They're human. So, so seeing the final project, how do you overall feel about the work?
We are still putting together everything. We have a few more scenes, but overall, I feel good.
Okay.
I feel that it will portray the young men because by the time they went through all that, they were young men. They wasn't just little boys anymore, little 7-year-olds. So I feel that they will be happy with it. And also their parents, it's something for them to look back on when they get in middle school or high school or even go away to college. Because some of those boys, they're going to make it.
Right.
Whether it's going to be college football or, heck, maybe the NFL, they're that good. So it'll be good to have that for them to just look back on it.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Like, I'm proud of you. I know you were first talking about it a while back, and just to see that it's about to come to life. I can't wait to watch it. Go ahead and let us know where they can find it, when it's going to be available.
Yes. You can follow me on my Instagram at beamphotos.stl. And you can also follow my YouTube page at beamphotos.stl. Keep a lookout for it. We got some good things coming up and some future projects.
All right. And that was Miss Arica Avery. Make sure you guys follow her. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at MoneyXO. That's MONNEXO. Find me on YouTube at 94XO Podcast. And I'm on SoundCloud. We're out. Be easy.
Woo-hoo.
You're listening to 94XO.